Aries, welcome or welcome back to another reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's great to have you here on this channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping you to step into your highest and greatest good in the areas of love and life, channeled from your angels and guides. And God, of course, through the power of unconditional love and light. This is, Aries, a timeless message. So whenever you happen to receive this message of empowerment, know that it is for you, for your highest and greatest good at this particular moment. It's also for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. Aries. Let's dive right in. God, angels, Jesus Christ, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels, through the power of unconditional love and light for the highest possible good for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. What is it they need to know for the highest and greatest good at this moment in time and through unconditional love and light? Aries, if you can feel an energy of empowerment, an energy of success, an energy of manifestation, you have to know that right now you are manifesting all that you could ever want through your desires and your action. First message is not the classic, oh, you're just going to manifest everything, woo-woo, be happy. No, you're manifesting what you want through a specific energy. That specific energy is movement, okay? Not just sitting back, not just dreaming about things, not just saying, oh, you know, woe is me, and or I would like to have that thing. It's like you will manifest your desires right now, whatever that is, through action, okay? Through movement forward, towards and in a specific direction, even if you don't know where that direction is going to lead you. See, right now is a time where you have to rely on your own inner gut and your own inner instinct and your own inner soul to lead you forward. You have to trust every day, day by day, step by step, that that direction is right for you, so long as it is in alignment with your gut, with your soul. If it is not in alignment with your gut and your soul and your heart anymore as you step towards it, it's not for you. Okay? If it is in alignment with your gut, your soul, your heart, but your mind is against it, it is still for you. You see? You take action with the mind. The mind helps you take action towards a certain direction, but the gut, the soul, the heart determines what direction that is in the first place. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. There's something in your life you might feel really hesitant about, Aries. You might feel like if you move towards it, something's gonna get lost or you're gonna get hurt. Like you may not like if I say that, you're like, what the heck are you talking about? It may not be a conscious thing. Okay, so stay with me here. It's maybe a subconscious thing that if you move forward with action, right, instead of staying still or instead of kind of contemplating a little bit more, that you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna either get hurt, be left behind, or you're going to hurt others with that action. So there's a wound around action. Do you see this? There's a wound around your empowerment through action. Five of Pentacles here with the Magician. Now keep in mind, this is a timeless message. So whenever this message finds you, whether it's 5 years from the time of this reading, or the day after or the day during I post it, it's directly meant for your situation right now, right? So what is it in your life right now, Aries, that you're watching this with, that you are feeling hesitant to take action towards, okay, with no further reflection or contemplation or meditation necessary? Of course, I'm not saying those are bad things. Obviously, being a professional channeler and spiritual coach myself, I love meditation and reflection. I do way too much of it. Okay, but what thing right now in your life is makes it a little scary, right? That if you were to just move towards it freely, openly, and with your soul and your gut desires, would be a little scary. Oh, what would be the consequences of this thing? You might tell yourself, who would I hurt? Who would I leave behind? Or who would hurt me? Who would leave me behind? Right? If I were to do that. Okay, so let that sink in. Let that feel. Let yourself feel that a little bit. Yeah, there's something there for sure for people watching this message. Nine of Wands with the Two of Pentacles, right? Perfectly encapsulates how you might be feeling towards something great in your life, or achieving something great, or some higher mission or purpose that you are here to achieve, Aries. Okay, this Two of Pentacles is this inner contemplation of, I'm not sure if I'm ready to move forward towards this thing. Yes, you are. I'm not sure if I'm ready to move forward towards this thing because in the past I've been hurt. Nine of Wands. I've been abandoned. Okay, maybe you've been hurt or abandoned emotionally speaking because of you following your purpose or taking action towards your dreams and desires. This could be in a relationship. It doesn't have to be in a relationship. Okay, for some of you it will be, some of you it won't be, right? Where maybe just one example, you took action towards a certain pursuit and your family disowned you, or your family, disapproved, and you had to separate from them for a little while. Or maybe the same thing is true in a relationship or with friends, right? That sort of energy here. 10 of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So right now, the main basis of this reading, if you're watching this and you're resonating, is you're working on becoming a boss in all ways, shapes, and forms, and owning your own true desires and your right and your mission to go after those true desires with everything that you have and more. Queen of Wands here with the 10 of Wands. So you're working on your own self-freedom. You're working on your own inner and self-freedom to move forward in the direction and to achieve forward in the direction that you want and to manifest what you want through action specifically, okay? And the release of over-contemplation, this moment in time. And the assuredness that that's, one, okay, that you have permission to do that it doesn't really matter what other people say or think about you when you step into your fullest empowerment. Right? There's something that comes to me is like when you, like one thing that maybe could frighten you a little bit, I'm not saying it does, but it could, is what other people might think when you are fully empowered, right? And free. And those around you, anyone, by the way, who isn't fully free, who isn't fully empowered, what they may say. And it's happening more and more often as I, especially, I'm, for those I'm a Sun Aries, right? As I've stepped more into this energy, is what I can feel this. This is objective for you watching, but I'm relating to some parts in my life as I'm channeling. It's a very common occurrence, especially with my major signs. But I've personally noticed as a human that happens. The more I feel free and empowered to do and be and speak what I'm here to do and speak, the more whiplash sometimes I get back. And it's always by individuals who feel less empowered and less free. Okay? And it hurts. Okay? Believe me, I understand it hurts. It hurts to be attacked and to receive the whiplash from others, okay, who don't feel as free as you, who aren't yet as free as you to go do what they really want to do, but you are, Aries. And part of a leader's job is to carry the burden of being the first to do something in a new energy. And that new energy for you is full self-empowerment and freedom. So you are breaking the chains, my friends. You are showing others it's possible to be free without the shackles or chains that they may have had to wear for their entire life. Okay? I want you to think this is just one example, right? I like to give examples so you can relate how this is in your own life, but it doesn't have to be true for you. Is one example might be, right, if your father or mother, right, if they had a certain way of looking at or identifying work, or what makes hard work, or what makes success, right? And you, for example, did something completely different that felt more true to you, even though that's completely outside of the paradigm of an older, different generation, not worse, but different. Okay. That's going to be a different, there's a conflict there, right? There's a difference in energy. And it's your job as the new generation, or the new way of thinking, or the new energy. It doesn't matter how old you are, by the way. I'm not talking about age here. Okay. But it's your job to break and to shift those paradigms, okay, into the new way of being, which is freedom. There is freedom. I don't know if you can feel it. You are Aries. There's an energy of freedom we all want to step into here. Okay. And anyone who's against freedom, by the way, anyone who says we should have less freedom, okay, there's some issues going on. Okay, I'm just saying, there are some people out there who say we should have less freedom in all ways. I'm not going to say an example, right? But less freedom in different areas of life. There's issues there, okay? Because freedom is freedom to be, freedom to do, freedom to speak, freedom to go, freedom to... There's freedom for all of us for a reason, because it's a universally given a God-given, and I'm not religious, by the way, so don't take this as a religious way, but God, the consciousness of the universe. I see God as the consciousness of the universe of creation, okay? When I say God. But God-given, right? An intrinsic right for human beings to be and feel free, to be and do what they are and what they want to do in this lifetime. Okay? So that's you. That's what you're bringing back to this world, right? Are you in? Wake up, Aries. I love you so much, Aries. Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords. Okay. So we can see here, right? So this Queen of Swords, this is not a detriment to the Queen of Swords or to the feminine energy in any sort of way, but I take the context of this Queen of Swords as someone being very guarded or still enshrouded in their own wounds, okay? So this is not a insult to the Queen of Swords energy, generally speaking, in the tarot. It's just in the context of this reading, it's people with, as we mentioned, literally in this reading already, people enshrouded in their own wounds, people enshrouded in their own fears, their own doubts about themselves and about God, their connection to source, the universe, God, the creator, and the rest of the world, right? The fear is that you will lose people. That's the fear. Let me speak out the fear here. If you are empowered, you will lose people in your life. And you will, by the way. And I want you to sit with that right now. Who would you lose? Who would you lose, Aries? If you were to go, do, be, or be empowered in your fullest way, who do you feel you would lose right now in your life? Who would walk away? Or who do you fear would walk away? Okay. That's the deep down inner trauma here, is that empowerment leads to abandonment. Okay. At least for those watching this reading, that I can feel on a deep subconscious level. Now, Judgment here is Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords. So anyways, this has led to, I keep hearing the question, like, why? You know? Some of you might be sitting there, why, Brandon? Why me? Really? You're telling me watching you, okay? I'm talking to you. You're telling me watching, that I'm the one, really, that's meant to step into and change the paradigm for the world in terms of being free. And you might say, well, how do I do that? How, Brandon? Well, tell me how. Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. If you're, you might say, you on your high horse over there, Brandon, teaching us, preaching to us. Well, how then? And I say, all the ways that you have already thought. All the ways that you've already thought about. Page of Swords with the Wheel. I know you've already thought about your fortune, my friend. Doesn't matter the specific way how. Doesn't matter. Okay, you're overthinking. You're overthinking the specific way how. Just go. That's what this reading's about. Right? The fear of what might happen to you if you were to just go. Just do. Just be. Okay? For once, without thinking about the consequences. Because we know. I know. If me sitting here with my guides and angels and God, they're telling me, they know, that in the past, when you have taken action, that it's hurt you. I know. That's what I'm doing this reading for you. That in the past, you've taken action towards something you wanted and you just went. You didn't really think about it. You were your natural Aries self, right? Whether you're Aries, Mars, Venus, rising, moon, sun, it doesn't matter. You use that Aries energy. We all have Aries energy. And it hurts you. Okay? And I understand that because I've been through that more than once. And here I am still kicking. And here I am also better because of it, and so are you. Okay? But at the end of the day, also, at that time, it was a lesson to say, all right, maybe instead of just impulsively going after everything that we could ever possibly want, maybe we should reflect, think, or contemplate a little bit before we take action. And that's not a bad thing. But when it becomes a negative thing is when that contemplation obscures, okay, the need, or creates fear or hesitation towards the necessary action. Okay? So I already know, sitting here, you know what you need to do. You know your purpose. You know your next steps, at least some of them. You may not know all of them, but you know, I need to do this thing. I need to create that thing. Your mind may get in the way. Well, I don't know exactly how yet. It doesn't matter. If you just do some things, it'll course correct along the way. One example is, and you'll see it in the link below, my Ascension Academy. This thing's taken me like 6 months to create, and it only started getting better when I started actually putting it on a website, and then I had to correct it a million times. Still am. That's why it's out in a pre-launch right now. It's not available yet, but the action led to the correction. It wasn't the contemplation anymore. Okay, there was a little bit of contemplation, but at the end, it needed action. Okay, so there's something in your life, a project, maybe a job, career, business, probably business for a lot of you, that is calling your action there. Yeah, judgment here. It's time to go. Judgment. Okay, judgment. Judgment is it's time to go. Now's the time. No more. No more hesitation. No more waiting. If you're watching, it's the sign from God to you. No more waiting. Okay? I'm here with you. I'm here with you to hold you accountable. Yeah? Because I know how much more you have to give, Aries. I know how much more you have to give. Don't put yourself on the back burner anymore. Why are you down here? Huh? Why are you down here in your own reading? Why are you down here? Don't do that. Okay? Sometimes you need to come first. And I understand how kind and loving you are. You want to put everyone else first before you, but no, don't put yourself to the side here. Don't put yourself in the bottom right hand of your own reading, okay? We should be in the middle, in the top of the reading. We should be here. King of Wands with the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so right now you're working on overall your ability to be driven, excited, passionate. A question you might have right now is what I'm doing the right thing for me, right? In terms of my passion, my excitement, my enthusiasm for that. And if not, how can I find that, right? Eight of Pentacles with the King of Wands. You're working on constructing. It's under construction. Okay, I should show the cards here. Your authentic drive and inner motivation and passion. Okay, the original essence of who you are, Aries, the fire inside of you, King of Wands here. Okay, King of Wands gets a bad rap oftentimes, but in the highest light, King of Wands is what we are authentically driven, the fire, the passion to go and be and do, right? And to create. To create. Okay. And this may be you. This may be you constructing that. You may even be talking to other people, right? Reflecting with other people about you. And maybe could be coaching, could be therapy also, could be some sort of feedback with other people where you're kind of in this period of self-discovery, which is really good. Three of Wands with the Emperor, so you can be fully you. Okay, Three of Wands with the Emperor, you're preparing to be fully you. You're leading yourself towards the true essence of you, Aries. This is you. This is no one else. This is you. You are the Emperor here in your own reading. Okay? So, I invite you to continue what you're doing, Aries, to keep self-reflecting, just keep contemplating and doing whatever self-discovery and construction here, right, that you need to do. And I'm saying that because this is what, right, this is the additional guidance, right? The cards are saying, yeah, you're doing a good job, Aries. The other invitation is to say, as you do that, start to act. Yeah. It's okay to do this and also take the action as well, because the action will help even more with the reflection. All right. So the action leads to the reflection. Is what I'm being told. They're showing me. Thank you, God, angels. The action, for you, I'm not talking for everyone, for you, the action will lead to the reflection, and then the reflection will lead to more action. That's even more aligned, and then that leads to more reflection, and then right, it kind of bounces back and forth, okay? So if you feel like you're in a state of like a lot of action one moment, and then another moment it's kind of reflection time, that's good. That's normal. Ten of Swords with the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles here. I'm going to draw one more and two more. For some reason, I never really do that. And I felt there was some extra energy here. Ten of Swords here with the Sun. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups here. Yeah, you know, in the extended, I think we're going to talk about that more if it doesn't come out more in this reading. There's definitely something around your past here when it comes to either a relationship from your past, a partnership you felt was destined, right here, Ten of Pentacles. Not saying it's not destined, but There's definitely that lingering here, like when it something from your past that when it got destroyed or when it ended, it felt like you couldn't move forward anymore. Okay, that's the feeling I'm getting here, or like because the relationship that you felt you were gonna put all of yourself into and your purpose was gonna shine through and with that ended. It's like you felt like you couldn't be yourself, you couldn't shine in the same way you were going to or were in that relationship, that kind of thing. Not saying any of that's true. I'm just saying that's the energy here. Ten of Swords with the Sun, right? It felt like your light was just extinguished almost inside of you because of that, the ending of this relationship. Now, again, for those of you guys, this isn't romantic. This could be family, friends, an important relationship here, something that you've built or were building for a long time within yourself and with possibly another person. So take it as it resonates. This is where it'll be variable, but you may have felt Five of Cups with the Eight of Swords here, that this dramatic shift or ending happened because of things you couldn't see, or that things you couldn't see that you couldn't control. Okay, Five of Cups with the Eight of Swords, that's lingering here. And part of this whole reading is because you feel you don't want that to happen again. Okay, meaning to explain it as concisely as I can, this situation reeks, not in a bad way, but it reeks of, I went for something, I was doing something, I didn't really contemplate or overthink it, I just did it, and then it just ended badly, right? It ended horribly, or there was some sudden extinguishing of joy, happiness, light here, and or future prospects here. That's really what I'm getting with the Sun. And then in part of you was like, I can't do that again. I can't be the person or take the action I took to do that again because I don't want horrible things, right? Hard, horrible things to happen. Okay. Now, again, I'm describing the energy here. I'm not saying that those things that happened were horrible. I'm saying internally, subconsciously, a part of you might view them as horrible, hard, all those things. Okay. So you have to know I'm bringing this up, even though it might be a little painful, because that feels like it's still lingering to keeping you empowered in other parts of your life. Okay. Because it's the same energy. It's get up and go and do, right? And create and be your best self. Well, if that ends poorly in a relationship, for example, it doesn't have to be, it's also going to transfer to your career life. And that's what I see is happening here. Mm-hmm. So you're learning to distinguish between the two as well right now. I feel you're learning to kind of separate the two, that one does not necessarily correlate with the other. And also, I have to tell you, in this situation, whatever this is for you, I have to set you free. It's part of this reading. This was not in your control. Okay, I see it. You may think it is or was, but it was not. Whatever this was that ended for you, and I said for you unconsciously, but specifically, nothing you could control. And that's all there is to it. There's nothing you could have done differently, said, been, seen. Eight of Swords with the Five of Cups. Why didn't I see that at that time? Nothing you could have done or changed about the situation. Okay. Even if you had contemplated more or you had thought about things more, that this was meant to end, whatever this was for you, abruptly in its way, shape, and form, for a reason. And you may not know yet what that reason is still to this day. May feel unfinished for you. That's okay. But one thing I can tell you is I promise you it has nothing to do with your career life and your business life and your other areas in your life focus. Okay? Those areas will not and cannot, I'm being told, meet the same ending, because in this area of life you have, I want to say, 100% control. You have close to 100% control. You can't control everything, but you have darn near 100% control of this area of your life right now, at least. That makes sense. It's not about having full control over everything. I'm not saying that. I know obviously we have to let go of our half of control and leave it to God and the universe. But right now, what I'm being told to tell you through Source and Spirit and God is like, this is the area, okay? Your own self-empowerment, job, career, business success that you do have as much control as you're going to have, okay? And as opposed to any sort of whatever this was for you in the past. Okay. Whether that was relationship or another situation, right, from your past that involved at least another person, if not other people. Okay. Yeah, there's the devil popping out. And because that gets to you. I really, this is not an angel demon kind of thing, but it's like if we're talking about dark energy, like that's where the dark gets to you. That's the only place that's vulnerable for you. I see right now, Aries, is like, you know what I'm saying? The dark can get through crevices where we ourselves are like either blaming ourselves or we feel guilty about, or we still haven't really fully released, okay, our judgment of ourselves or our responsibility. Okay. It was not your doing. Okay. Anything that tries within you or outside of you to convince you it was is not true. It's an illusion. It is dark energy. And if you believe in demons, this is where demonic energy can get in. Okay? That's what demons do, by the way. Quick mini courses. I have a video on this, but dark energies, dark creatures, demonic forces, they get in through areas where we ourselves want to, attack ourselves and judge ourselves. Okay? So areas that are unhealed. So don't let that happen. Right? Shore up your armor there. Okay? Because that is completely not and was not your responsibility. That was needed to be what it was. Okay? Yeah. Oh, look at this. 2 of Cups to 4 of Cups. So this could definitely be around, for some of you, a relationship, okay? Or someone that you got rejected by. Or for some of you, maybe that you rejected, okay? But I'm getting maybe it was you felt rejected, okay, by that situation in some way, shape, or form, or you weren't wanted, you weren't desired. That's what they're telling me. Final 3 of this reading here. 10 of Cups, Hangman, and 7 of Wands. The advice is very clear. This was not a love reading per se, although love is always involved in my readings, whether I want to or not. Believe me, I've tried not to involve love. And it does not have to mean love. For some of you, it could mean something different. 10 of Cups doesn't necessarily mean love. It just means a happy ending, right? A happy ending, a happy partnership, a happy outcome for all involved, okay? The dream come true, the best of both worlds involving more than one party is the 10 of Cups specifically here, right? Whether say your company, at your work, at your own relationship. 10 of Cups, Hangman, 7 of Wands. This is on its way. That's the message. Hangman, hang in there. That's the first thing I heard was hang in there, Aries. Hang in there. We know this is not easy. We know it's not easy right now. Okay? What I'm hearing. Hang in there. Hangman. Keep fighting. Keep fighting the doubts. Keep fighting the fears. Keep fighting the, feelings of rejection. Keep fighting the past. Okay? The past feelings here that try to sabotage or get in the way of your empowerment now. That has nothing to do with your now. You are here now for a reason. So be who you are now, not who you were in the past. Okay? And don't blame yourself or others from the past either now. It has nothing to do with who you are now today. Okay? But your happily ever after, the guides are saying, I'm objectively channeling for you. Okay? We said final outcome. Your happily ever after in love and in life is on its way. So hang in there. Don't give up. Don't, say, oh, screw this. I'm going to go. No, just hang in there. Keep fighting what you're fighting. Okay. Trust. If this is talking about a relationship for some of you, which it is, okay, then trust in the divine about that specifically, that your happily ever after is on its way. Either with a specific person or generally speaking. And if this has nothing to do with love, then your Dream life also is on its way. Okay, but you have to hang in there right now and keep fighting what you're fighting against and moving forward towards what you're moving forward towards in and around your greatest empowerment and all the things that you've imagined and already downloaded that you're meant to be doing at this moment in time. Star card with the Knight of Swords with the Two of Swords. Okay, so yeah, the healing here and the advice is it's the healing of the ability to just go. Again, Star card with the Knight of Swords, right? As opposed to the contemplation of the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is all about, hey, I mean, the Two of Swords is about making choices, but it's about making choices blindfolded, right? As we spoke about, not from the mind, but from the soul. So you're blindfolded, you have two roads to go, and you got to choose one. How do you choose? You choose from the heart and the soul. You let your body, your intuition guide you, and you go. And you can't know if you're right. You're never going to know if you're right, Aries, ever. You're never 100% going to know that you're right. But as long as you're like 80%, okay, 60, 80%, right? That you think you're going to be right, go for it. And if it's wrong, you will be corrected along the way. Okay? That's the best advice I can give for you right now. Heal that need, okay, to stay back or contemplate or over contemplate when you know that there's action to be taken, okay? And just try it out. Try out just going for it. Use this as inspiration to just go for it and choose from your heart, choose from your gut. Even if you're not even 100% sure, just go for it. See what happens and let the rest be history, okay? Aries, we are going to be going into an extended reading. Now, the way I'm probably going to be doing my extended readings from now on, when there is an opportunity for an extended, will be around those of you in a love situation who want clarity about your love situation specifically, since this is for the highest good in love and life, generally speaking. This does not have to necessarily be with love. It's just what you need to know from your guides and angels about your empowerment now. To the extent of this, if you want to go deeper and you are in a love situation, you want that clarity, that will be what the extended covers and or specific details, if it's required for the highest good, of course, about your person in the situation and what you need to know, okay? So that will be the extended reading. You can find that in the featured products below this video or within this video. Also, as I mentioned, the Ascension Academy, the thing I've been working on for the last 6 months, is in a soft pre-launch right now because there's still kinks that I'm finding out and I'm fixing. But what it is basically is it's an academy where you can go in, anyone can go in because everything's at a low, affordable monthly cost. And you can learn all the skills that I have as a professional coach for the last 5 years, everything from how to heal your core wounds and trauma, to learning the tarot and astrology through self-empowerment, to building a spiritual business like the one you see here, and or activating your spiritual superpowers, talking with your guides and channeling, healing, etc. All the costs that everyone can afford. Okay, so that's been my goal with it. It's not open to join yet, but you can check out the modules and see if or which module you'd like to join and when you are ready. And you can check that out in the description box below as well. Aries, I thank you so much. Be sure to check out that extended if you are wanting to go deeper in the love aspect of this reading. And I love you all. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.